Canada just sold its future to foreign investors, and Brookfield is cashing the check with the UAE. Welcome to Wake Up Canada News. I'm Brad Wilder. This next article was researched and written by one of our Wake Up Canada News contributing reporters. Let's drop the government-approved fantasy and talk about what really happened when Canada signed a new investment agreement with the UAE. They're trying to sell you some shiny story about predictability and billions in investments and even nation-building projects. But peel back the branding and what you're looking at is a deal designed to hand foreign investors enormous legal power over Canada's public policy while funneling unfathomable profit to one familiar player, Brookfield. Now here's the truth they don't want to say out loud. The investment agreements aren't written to protect Canadians. They're written to protect corporate profits. They give foreign investors the right to run to international tribunals and sue our government if we dare pass a law or regulation that affects their bottom line. Environmental protections, indigenous rights, public interest rules, labor laws, anything that cuts into projected profit becomes grounds for a multi-billion-dollar claim. And guess who pays if they win? That's right, you do. Every single Canadian taxpayer. So why would Ottawa rush into a deal like this and not even release the full text for Canadians to read? Because the winners aren't everyday people. The winners are the investors lining up behind UAE capital, and the biggest winner of them all is Brookfield. UAE-linked funds have been pouring money into Brookfield's giant energy and infrastructure vehicles. This deal makes their investments safer, more lucrative, and protected by international arbitration that Canada can't easily escape. And once that legal shield is in place, Brookfield gets to roam freely across Canada's infrastructure landscape, snapping up long-term assets and locking in guaranteed returns while the risks get shoved to the public. What the government calls certainty for investors is really a loss of sovereignty for Canadians. It means that if Canada tries to protect its environment or prioritize Canadian workers or even demand fairer terms for public resources, investors can claim we're violating their rights under this agreement. They've built a mechanism where private arbitrators, not Canadian courts, not elected officials, get to decide if our laws are acceptable. A foreign investment vehicle backed by the UAE could haul Canada into an international tribunal and demand compensation because we decided to regulate our own country in the public interest. Meanwhile, Brookfield, armed with the UAE money and now deeper treaty protections, gets exactly what it wants: stable, subsidized, low-risk pathways into multi-billion-dollar Canadian projects. The government is bragging about nation building, but they're not talking about who controls those projects, who profits from them, or how many decades Canadians will spend paying for corporate guarantees that we never voted for and never agreed to. This is not economic development. This is not protecting Canadians. This is a quiet restructuring of who holds power over our resources, our infrastructure, and our national decisions. And the only people emerging richer are the investors, who already had more power than most countries. The government wants you to celebrate this agreement. They want you to believe it's about growth and jobs and opportunity. But what they signed is a long-term surrender of our economic independence to foreign capital and the corporate giants that manage it. Brookfield will walk away with the profits, the UAE will gain influence, and Canadians will be left paying the tab every time an investor decides our democracy is inconvenient. This wasn't a deal for Canadians, it was a deal done at Canadians' expense. And it's time we start calling it exactly what it is: a sellout of our sovereignty, disguised as a headline about investment. Thanks for watching Wake Up Canada News. Please like, share, and follow us on any of your favorite socials, including Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, and our website at wakeupcanadanews.com. Till next time, remember you're the voice, and it's time to make it count. I'm Brad Wilder. I'll see you soon.